As for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off the loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed. Some key shots.
And you know, so often that's what it comes down to. Who can convert when it matters most?
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Pass to Thibault. Embiid with it. He's picked up by Morant. And he comes up with the deuce. Harden's got his second bucket of the night. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Now here's Morant. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Jackson gets the bucket.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
And that one good. Embiid's got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Jackson. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Here's Payne. Another shot. And it's Adams getting it to go.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Jackson. Harden missing his last shot. Memphis moving it around. Out to Brooks. Screen by Adams. Pass to Payne. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Harden launches it from deep. The long distance three is buried. Harden's got 7 points in the game. Hey, Steve, when we get into the later stages of the season, you can see why so many teams put an emphasis on depth these days.
Kevin, the reason why, there's a lot of knowledge on everybody. It's crucial to have players down the bench that you can depend on.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Back to Morant.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Thibault for three. Good on the triple. He has 5.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Out to Morant. 18 feet out. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Payne for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. To the inside. Harris. And the rejection by Jackson. And here's Brooks from outside. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. 76ers ahead, up one.
Come on and get that for your Grizzlies.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Morant with it. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And here's Green outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time. It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Milton with it. He's picked up by Morant. And finished off by Morant.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back steep.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game, dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
Morant, right side. Driving inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
Some changes for Philadelphia.
And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing. Growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Morant. 10 points for him. To the left side wing. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Memphis moving it around. 6 to shoot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you night in and night out is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
He doesn't get the second one. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Embiid with the steal. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Embiid comes with a double team. Outside Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got the game tied up here for Memphis.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Here's Maxey. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
It's stolen by Harris. And now Philadelphia on the break. Embiid, no good. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
One thing about Kyle Anderson, he's always had good balance, can absorb contact and maintain his rhythm.
Lets it go with a 3. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Here he goes. And it's good for 2. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And the 76ers making a change here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Jordan, no good on the free throw.
Much like Marc Gasol, DeAndre was drafted as an unpolished second-round pick. Now one of the more impactful centers around.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. 40 seconds left now here in the second. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he gets it back. Williams gets the bucket.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Grady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And that one drops.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Memphis trailing here.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
Adams' shot is good.
You got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams. Using that strength to fight through contact.
And the rejection by Jackson.
Philadelphia's ball.
From downtown, good on the 3-point shot. Korkmaz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
And the wide open shot from Green. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the paint. Here's Millsap. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Smart play call. Paul Millsap deadly once he gets the ball inside.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Wide open look. A shot by Milton, no good. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And you look at all the numbers, Smitty, but leadership is hard to measure and still so vital to winning. Give me some examples in your experience of great leadership.
You know, I'll say one example, Kevin. A lot of people think it's on the court, but off the court, leadership really plays a big role on those off days, on those bus rides, just getting a chance to talk to the younger players. I think that's one example where leadership plays a huge role.
The 76ers leading by 5 to the middle. Here's Weibel, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 6 here in this quarter.
Throwing his weight around in the painted area. Steven Adams doing damage.
And Adams sends it back. Pass to Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Embiid. Shot, high post. And he gets the jumper to drop. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
Beautiful catch and shoot. Look at the pass right on time. And Tobias, he knocks it down.
Jackson. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this morning.
Harden, that's good.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Jackson. Out to Morant. Goes up. And slam dunk by Harris.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
Drains the three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Embiid's got 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Morant drives in. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams. Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias. Challenging the shot and getting a piece of it. Getting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump. It looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers making a change here. Timeout called, the 76ers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. Clark outside.
Millsap with the double team. And Anderson gets it to go.
Way to convert through contact. Kyle with excellent body control.
Philadelphia leading by 6. No good from Jordan. Left side, Williams. Anderson right side. Pass to Melton. Driving to the basket. Here's Clark. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball.
Come on and get that for your Grizzlies.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Drives to the hoop. The kick out to Williams. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Anderson in the post. Memphis moving it around. It's Korkmaz in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. And so here's Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Offensive rebound. And Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capability.
76ers on defense. They've led by as many as 11 points. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Melton. No good. That would have tied it.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. And Jordan gets it to go. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Milton with it. Guarded now by Clark. Back to Milton. Some solid defense from Clark.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Embiid. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
And this is what makes Embiid so dangerous. He makes stretching the floor look effortless.
Grant. Rejected by Harris. Screen by Adams. And it's Morant missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A nice shot by Harris.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
And Adams, no good on that one. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They lead by 7. Inside. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Pass to Adams. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
James Harden. And that's his second personal foul for a team foul.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Harris.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
And here is Harden. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Harden surveying the D. And Embiid in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
3 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting.